Hey, everybody. I know what you're thinking. Where is she now? I'm in Gloucester. This is across the street from where I live. I'm in front of the Schooner Adventure docking space. They're out there on the water somewhere. I can see them from here. It's a big, beautiful schooner. I don't know if I'll be interrupted here. Right now there's no people at all, except a pleasure boat just pulled in, but I think they're going up there. So I think we can fit in a PNN pop-up here. What do you say? What the heck? I know that the news said that as far as the weather in this area, well, really across the country, it's quite hot. Highest temperatures recorded today. I can attest to that because there's a bank that has flashes the time and the temperature pretty close to where I am. And what time was it? It hit 101. I'm trying to remember what time of the day it was. It was like probably noon. 101. And then it kind of got hotter as the day went on. But I don't mind. Lots of boats out. Lots of relief. I went to the beach and jumped in the ocean. The water's actually warm for this time of year. So there's the weather report. Hope you're staying cool. Dumpy dropped the F-bomb. Can you imagine having children and saying, I promise I won't go on about it. But it's shock. It's always shock. It's always like, how can I get the biggest reaction? I know. I'll say they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Every single thing he says is a projection. It's quite remarkable. And let's not forget, I don't know if enough people know that we had an Iran nuclear deal. Tell people that don't know. We had one. Obama laid it all out. And Iran agreed to it. They agreed to stop developing nuclear weapons. I don't know what the conditions were, what they agreed that they would not do. But, they wouldn't develop nuclear weapons, but they agreed to have inspectors come in, periodically, just to say, hey, we're just for world peace, right? We just want to keep it under wraps in terms of, I don't mean hide it, but just keep this nuclear arms race from escalating. Help us. And then, we see Putin going and meeting with the leader of Iran. And let's see what's going on with that. That's a good place to start. So was Putin offering any military help to Iran? That's not what that was. Interesting. Did Putin go to Iran to see if he could have more control over the situation there? Yes. It's a control thing. It's a power play. Yeah, that makes sense. I, for one, can hardly believe that Dumpy, I almost said Putin, they're one and the same. That Dumpy right now is at the NATO summit. And, that means that, NATO means when one country is attacked, the other countries will jump in and defend them. Let's ask this. We all have a suspicion, and he's even kind of hinted around, that Dumpy will pull us out of NATO. Now, I think he would need congressional approval for that, don't you think? Right? But not that matters to him. He's complained about NATO. He says everybody's ripping him off, and Everybody's the enemy, right? Let's ask if he's actually, has he asked or is he planning to ask to get out of NATO? Is that what he's gonna do? Is he gonna ask to get out of NATO? Yes. He's gonna try to take us out of NATO. Stay tuned for that. Here come the people. I'm trying to be low key, right? He will ask. Let's see how that's gonna go. Because what I'm gonna do is pull cards from the deck of character. So assuming that that's on his mind, hang on. Assuming that that's on his mind, we're going to take a look at how that will go. First we can ask if that's actually going to happen. Because it's on his mind, and I think I already did put it this way, didn't I? Is he actually going to express... Okay, I feel like he's on the fence about whether to out and out just ask. Very strong up in the air. You know me, I would have talked to him. He gave me the side eye. The side eye. Is he going to... I'm going to ask again. Is Dumpy planning to come out with the ask? It's definitely going to come up. He's definitely going to say something about pulling the United States of America out of NATO, which means, gosh, you think we're sitting ducks now, then that's just like, that's completely asking for it. But I want everyone to take heart, because I've always felt that there are cooler heads in the background that are very experienced and very intelligent and very in the know and very much invested, of the military ilk, right? Very much invested in protecting this country. And I don't feel like Dumpy has the final word on pulling out of NATO. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, it doesn't matter if he has a right or not, right? But I do feel that there'll be repercussions for him basically attacking. I mean, he didn't declare war, but basically, he started a war with Iran without congressional approval. But first we're going to ask about him saying he wants out of NATO. Shouldn't be up to him. It should not be up to him. The sun's going down. It should not be up to him. They see him for what he is at NATO. They're seeing him even up close and more up close. What a dumpster fire. What a dumpster fire. That's what the world leaders in NATO are seeing. But the people in NATO, the leaders in NATO, have mastery over the wizardry of Dumpy. The wizardry meaning trying to do tricks. So I would say that they're at least 10 steps ahead of him. And I get a lot of a sense of them just humoring him. Yeah, President. Yeah, Mr. President. Like that. A lot of placating, humoring him. A lot of that. Let's pull 3 cards about what Putin is up to. I stand by my impression that Russia has lost the war. So I don't know what he thinks he's going to offer to Iran. But my first impression is that he's going to offer to help Iran to build nuclear weapons. Putin, I mean. So let's pull 4 cards about what Putin is up to in meeting with Iran. Yeah. Helping Iran to develop nuclear weapons more quickly. That's what I'm picking up that Putin went there for. It's because they're all part of the same club. Putin, Kim Jong-un, I don't know the leader's name in Iran. Yeah. And China to some degree, but not as much. I know how bad President Xi is in China, but I get that he's not, I don't feel like he's, well, I'll just put it this way. He's not as way off the rails as as Putin and Dumpy and Kim Jong-un. It's a bit less. President Xi is smarter. He's the smartest out of all of them. So what Putin is offering to Iran is to help Iran to speed up their development of nuclear weapons. There it is. And the heaven card has been coming up lately, so he thinks it's the key to heaven. Let's pull 2 more cards about that. Putin is offering Iran the key to heaven. But it's going to be cut off and bulldozed. And I immediately get the impression that cooler heads will prevail, and that this administration that we're in right now, this fascist regime, is about to come crumbling and tumbling down. Just imagine it, just disintegrating, and then you get a big broom and you sweep them away, and then you let Kamala in. Yes. And I have to say, just this time of year being a time like last year, it's just reminding me of last year. We were in the campaign season. It was just a few weeks until Joe Biden got out of the race and Kamala got in. Boy, there's a big helicopter over there. That's interesting. And people were flying their Trump flags, and it's, take heart, because it's really, really different now. We're in a time of waking people up. And nothing really wakes people up like the threat of war. And we're going to take a look at 3 more cards to see how it's going to go for Dumpy. How it's going to go for Dumpy and NATO. All right. Boy, that sun goes down fast, and it feels good that it went down. I'm feeling some relief. Believe me, I am not complaining. I love the summer. I don't mind the heat. It's just nice to be able to experience coolness. When you've been sweating all day, make sure you drink a lot of fluids. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards about where Dumpy, like how it's going for him in NATO. I have my cards from our friend Tia, the St. Croix cards. How it's going to go for Dumpy at NATO? Not well. Not well. Missing an opportunity to be, to have friends in NATO. He's going to blow it royally. Let's ask the pendulum if he has the right, if he has the power. Well, even if he doesn't legally, if he actually could succeed in taking the United States of America out of NATO. Could he succeed in taking the United States of America out of NATO? Yes, he could. He could. I'm not saying he will. I'm just asking if he could. Like, if it's like something that can be done. He could. Okay, I'm going to ask again. Will he... I've been asking if he'll ask. If he'll talk about it. Will he take us out of NATO? I have no. So he's definitely, it's on his mind. He's definitely going to introduce the idea. He's definitely going to push the issue. But I'm getting no. I keep getting cooler heads will prevail. Let's really think about this. I know the people that are highlighted in the news, of course, are the most heinous, horrible, treasonous, traitors, seditionists, criminals, illegitimate, got in by cheating, gaslighting, right-wing extremism, stupid people. We see all this all the time. But do not be misled. The United States of America has brilliant people from all over the world. We cannot lose sight of that. We cannot lose sight of how remarkable this country has been and still is. Do not allow this to be your new reality that you think about for this country. It's critically important that we are all in on, we see it as it can be. We see what is possible. We see us turning this ship around, right? Ship gets off course, you gotta turn it around. We see America healing. We see this as 10 years plus in America where authoritarianism tried to take over. A man who was dictator to the core, but just breathtakingly stupid, attempted to call the United States of America his own. And may this be a time in history that we think about it right now as where they tried and they fell flat on their asses and they failed colossally. That's your homework. That's our job. And with that, I leave you because it's Taco Tuesday night at the Mexican restaurant. And that's where I'm going. When it's this hot, you tend to not eat all day sometimes, right? So, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday for PNN. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. And Off the Ledge. And what else? Please book a session, psychicannetdion.com. Don't you want to know what the guides have to say for you? It's always good. They always give you information about how to be most happy and fulfilled. I also do mediumship during the reading, and I read past lives and life purpose, and I'm a spiritual life coach also. psychicannetdion.com. Please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe. My subscriber numbers dropped drastically. I don't blame it on you guys, it's YouTube. See you soon. Namaste. Chin up and smile. Bye.